What is up, guys? Today we're going to be trying to find out how far every tower can get with the Ultimate Cross Pathing mod. First power I'm going to start with is Dart Monkey, and if I feel like it, I'll finish the series. It's obvious, you know what we gotta do. We gotta start on Sulfur Springs, end around 300. Let's go. Now, I actually do have a few ideas as to what would get the farthest. And obviously, Paragons will still be allowed, but there's no real towers that have a balance of perfect tier 5s and farming. But anyways, here, I'm just going to explain what the Ultimate Crosspathing mod is. As you can see, I'll start on. As you can see, I have the tier 3 upgrade, and normally these would be grayed out, but they're not. And that's because I can get a 330 Dart Monkey. As you can see, it throws 3 spikables now. So I'm just going to get this up to a 332 real quick. And I should probably get the faster forward mod. I'm just going to let this run while I go download that. Alright, and Balloons want something, I guess. Alright, I guess it doesn't. Windows is just being absolutely horrible, as usual. So I'm going to log out of the game now, because I don't want to break anything. And real quick, I'm going to tab faster forward into here, because, you know, this is going to be a long one. We're back in the game. Y'all can see it now. But let's see, where was this challenge editor? Gonna buy Juggernaut now. How does this work? This is 5x, 10x, 25. And that's custom. So right now everything is going pretty easily. I'm just trying to save up for Ultra Juggernaut. Now if I had to guess what the best would be, it would be getting this up to a PMFC. So this is a 444 now. But I would guess getting this up to a Plasma Monkey Fan Club. Or just a full 555. And then having 20 darts there. We just shredded the Moab, as you can see. But this doesn't seem like it's going to be a challenge. And on round 48, we're getting the Ultra Juggernaut, and you can just see How do I turn this off? Just look at that. Gonna shred everything and anything in its path. So I'm not sure how like that discount thing works, but it doesn't really matter too much to me. So let's set this back to 25 and just run through the rounds. We can also get Crossbow Master, which gives us just insane range. And we're gonna save up for PMFC next. There is just one thing I don't know. If I get a 555, can I turn it into a Paragon? And Dark Monkey is perfect to test this out on. Just because I can still get a second Crossbow Master. Or so do I need 3 separate tier 5s? Let me test that real quick. 87 gets destroyed. PMFC we buy. I can't get a Paragon. If I get another Crossbow Master. I can get a Paragon in that way. That's going to be annoying, though. Actually, when would that even matter? How many towers am I actually getting the Paragon for? I could, yeah, I'm definitely going to get it for Dart Monkey. 98's an absolute joke. So is the B80. But what other towers would I be able to get it for? Probably stuff like Tack Shooter. All the cheap Paragons, really. Now, I don't have faith that Dart Monkey will survive to round 300. Wait, what? Hold on, what is happening right now? It's breaking through the walls. Yes, so I can guarantee it's not supposed to do that. And Dart Monkey is actually good against DDTs now. But just looking at the sheer amount of cash we have, it looks like I'm going to need to deal with more than just getting Dart Monkey Paragon. Dart Monkey is soloing at 12 million pops. No reason not to get PMFC. But that would be insane. I'm up on the highest RBE round before 140, around 131. And in my previous, in one of my earlier balloons videos, I went over update 56. I actually didn't go over something. They changed round 200. Instead of being just two kind of spaced F-bads, it's now a fortified version of round 119. Like they're the exact same, it feels like, but 200's fully fortified. So there's 3 F-bads around 200. Also, how does this work? I can't tell if that's better or worse. Looks worse though. So I could get Dart Paragon, but I don't know how good it would be on here. What I'm thinking is I save up for enough money to get high degree Dart Paragon. I put the Crossbow Master like back here. Now the spam is going to be really easy once we get to that point. I just spam 444 dart monkeys. That would be extremely laggy though. And as you can see, just one 555 is lagging my game quite a bit. So I'm not quite sure how I feel about getting even more projectiles. But obviously, if we need it, we need it. And yeah, the fortified BAD is going to get shredded. DDTs are just like a thought. That's what was happening. Oh, I forgot there's so much time in between the F bad and the normal bad. The normal bad on this round is honestly just so forgettable. It's like, oh my god, no new highest bloom. I honestly wonder if they're ever going to come up, if they ever come out with new balloons. Like, I don't think they do, because I'm pretty sure the bad was in this game like the entire time. But that'd actually be pretty cool. It did say something about changing, so I'm gonna go tab over. Actually, look at the new round set in Bloons Wiki. Am I dying yet? Not even close. Okay, round 163 looks the same. And round 200. Wow. Since version 56, which is new, fortified BADs can spawn starting around 164. But only one at a time. I don't know why I'm not on fast forward mode. Let's go a little faster. Twenty-five x might just be faster because of lag. Now, I did see a video showing that on this map, the Dark Paragon could not beat round 200, and that was when it was only two F-Bads. So, is the 555 actually better than the Paragon? Oh, I can't move my mouse. I actually do have more than enough pops, like by a long shot. Also, round 163 coming up. Let's see how we do against balloons. That's it? It's such a short round. And now fortified BADs can start spawning. Yep. So I'm actually just gonna see. Let's see how the Dark Paragon would do here. Give Apex Plasma Master. Spamming Tears barely gets you any. It's mainly cash slider. This costs 93,435. 315,000 minus 93,435.
315,000 minus 93,435 is 221,565.
This is the most amount we can use to get the Paragon. At degree 73, not bad. That means we can also I guess we can't. And the second we get the Paragon, we almost just died. Now that we have the Paragon, I think I'm going to start planning more to my defensive setup. Obviously, up here, I'm going to get a Crossbow Master at 445. But a lot of the money we make is from, like, rounds 1 to 140. We make very little money in free play. One of the other things I found with this mod is it really doesn't like when you back out. Like, I let it load for half an hour after backing out, and it just kind of didn't. Part of it might be because I don't have the patch for Sky Warden. But I also don't even have... I can't even get an illegal Sky Warden if I wanted to. So, I don't know why that would be a part of it. And that's genuinely insane. 555 Dart Monkey is beating the Paragon, and it has more than double its pops. But anyways, once I get through this part... Oh yeah, and this part won't include Sky Warden because, you know, Sky Warden's probably bugged, and it's such an ass tower that I just don't feel like, you know, grinding for all that because I don't got the $8 to pay for it. I genuinely don't. I have $0 in my Steam account right now. But other tower we won't be using is Beast Handler. And I actually have a good reason for not using Beast Handler. Its cross paths do literally nothing. Like, its cross paths are entirely separate towers that all ultimate cross pathing would do is save you a few dollars on, like, the actual placing of the towers, trying to get to tier 132. Nothing positive happens, though. So I'm just not going to be going over it. Because I could get to the same round in vanilla. Probably higher, actually. We are coming up on the big 200, however. You know, the plasma balls, I feel like, are doing a better job containing themselves. Let's take a look at my task manager, see what's going on. Alright, so at the top CPU usage, we have BTD6 averaging between 5 and 7%. And at RAM, obviously, we have BTD6 Just straight gargling 2.5 gigabytes. I have like 20 tabs open on my browser, and it's using 1.7. And the anti-malware service executable, which, yeah, that joint is most definitely a virus. But anyways, enough chatting. It's time for round 200. And how far that F bad just got, I'm not too certain on the round. Just with the fact that the walls can't contain all the balls. They just can't. Well, big 200. Beat the first one and the second one. Oh my god, we did it. We just beat round 200. So does that... Hold on, check the Bloons wiki. Oh. And I leaked the fortified ZOMG. What the hell? That's the last thing I would expect to leak. It seems I leaked a ceramic earlier at one point. Oh, no, I just leaked the whole BID. Nice. So now let's check pops. 15 million on the Crossbow Master. 132 on the 555. And 70 million on the Apex. So if my keyboard would kindly work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Does Super Monkey Fan Club change anything? It's probably the least important of these upgrades. NLPMFC does convert 20. I guess I'm upgrading him into 444. He just gets to be special, I guess. Each one of these is 63.15. So no, it would generally be better for me to just sell that. And I'm not even counting anymore. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Alright, so we can fit 17 on here. This is only going to lag the game more. Let's use the PMFC. What? Why aren't these converted? So it looks like I made a mistake, and I actually... Alright. It seems I made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment. So how dead are we right here? There's no... Does a 3-4-3 work? This can't not be transformed. Dog. This looks like I'm gonna have to use 2 3 2s. Then I can upgrade this to tier 3. In my opinion, leaking an FZOMG is genuinely the worst feeling. You popped the BAD layer and the DDTs. You did all the hard work and you died. Anyways, PMFC should transform these guys now. Yep, it does. This guy also transforms. Which why I thought I could upgrade these to 4-3-4s and they would still transform. Fuck. Alright, I just leaned back in my chair and that powered my headset off. That's nice. But it's pretty obvious that this or Cornfield would have been the best map. I actually don't know which one is longer. These feel like about the same length. But it looks like the end is pretty near. You know, the round with 3 F-Bats is probably the one we don't survive. You know, 4 BADs are pretty easy. Insides are escaping, though. You're just getting tankier and tankier every round. And, well, I don't want to jinx it, but we haven't seen FBA in a while. That was me just going to be on this round, right? I'm just trying to, like, read the BTD wiki. Oh my god, we're so dead. It's not even like close. We didn't even pop the layer. Alright. start by using PMFC. And PMFC just shreds everything. Except for ZOMGs, I guess. Except for ZOMGs. Damn. I've never lost a free play run to a goddamn fortified ZOMG a day in my life. Well, that's it. Pop count. 103 million on the Paragon. 172 million on the 555. These are useless. They're averaging in like the thousands. And the crossbow had like 22 million. So I hope you guys liked the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.